That blood watered our freedom.
Tuthimbulukweni Cassinga, tuthimbulukweni Soweto, Vietnam, tuthimbulukweni Cassinga, we yamwameme ya silamo, umwene tamba mbokai, yasilo shili, umwene tamba mbokai.
In the annals of history, the story of Namibia's quest for freedom often recalls the echoes of battle. Yet, not all battles were fought on the open fields. Some were waged with melody and song. This film explores the vital role these melodies played in the heart and soul of a nation fighting for its independence. Join us as we profile key music figures and the harmonies that helped forge a country's destiny. A pioneering figure in the Namibian music scene, Ras Sheehama is a distinguished Afro-reggae singer and songwriter. His lyrics reflect a deep consciousness and integrity marked by keen observation and humanity. Through his music, he offers both socio-political critique and messages of peace, love, and wisdom. Media personality, TV and radio producer, speaker, rapper, and poet Franklin Newman Chitaleni, better known as Northside Rabbi, offers us an exclusive look into the life of Ras Sheehama. With his insightful exploration, we delve deep into the roots of this musical titan. We trace his early days, capturing how his stirring melodies transformed into powerful anthems of liberty that resonated throughout Namibia during its fervent quest for independence.
In the northern parts of Namibia, Ras Sheehama's early years unfolded amidst the rhythms of traditional African music and the echoes of a community bound by culture and struggle. Born into a world where every beat and lyric carried the weight of cultural identity, young Ras was cradled by the melodies that spoke of both joy and resistance.
I was born a musician. I cannot be able to explain how, but I was born a musician. The reason is that born a musician is after 30 years, I am still kind of relevant. I am still making sense in the minds and the hearts of Namibians. First, I'm not talking about somewhere else. And my first encounter with the guitar is in exile. You know, I was born in the 60s and it was kind of a taboo, you know, to be playing a guitar in Novemberland by that time. In fact, there was no guitars. I saw one guitar in the church till I moved into exile in Angola, where I met Jackson Kawewa as a young person, me, myself, and I fell in love with the guitar. You know, we had to sneak to his tent to listen to him rehearse. You know, you couldn't keep long there because he was rehearsing. He was always like, yeah, you had 30 minutes is enough. I have to do my private things now.
Ras Sheehama went into exile, living in refugee camps in Angola, Zambia, and Nigeria. It was during this challenging time that he began to nurture his passion for music. In his early teens, Ras started singing and playing the guitar, setting the stage for his future as a musician.
Till I went to Zambia to a camp called Nyango, you know. It was a educational center for Suuported, you know what I mean. And then we pick up a self-made guitar. We guess, or we thought it was made by Zambian soldiers because we were living in the camp where Zambian soldiers used to be. For what reason, we don't know. But we found it in the trenches. The trenches are those, you know, holes that soldiers dig. And we put guitar, we put strings, 3 strings. And there was a guy called from Caprivi, Katima Mulido, and his name was Kafufu, and he could play a guitar. So he tuned the guitar into African tune. We call it African tune because it was only having 3 strings. So we started banging on that. I ended up owning that guitar. So that was my really first practical encounter with a self-made guitar, but it looks like, an official guitar or whatsoever.
During his secondary school years in Nigeria, Ras Sheehama was profoundly influenced by the live performances of Fela Kuti and other Nigerian artists. This experience deepened his appreciation for African and reggae music. He actively participated in his school band, and in 1986, he recorded his first demo. This demo featured the song Cassinga, which would later bring him fame back home in Namibia.
For me, I wrote the song when I was in a classroom in Nigeria. I'm a product of a federal government college, Ijanik in Lagos, Nigeria. That's where I did my secondary school. I studied amongst Nigerian boys. So, when you are there, you're a boy from, you are from the camps. And you always have these memories. And memories become history. And this history and these memories knock on your door. Then I start to think, man, Cassinga, Vietnam, Shetekela, it's just merely women and children. At least kill the guerrillas, and capture the women and children and take them along, you understand, and just save them. But you don't just come and murder the people like that. And beside, you are white minorities in South Africa that come from Europe a long time ago, It's a sad story for some of us. So the song Cassinga would have changed, or it has changed my life, because as a musician, is my #1 song, is the song that made me, is the song that made Ras Sheehama locally. Because after exile, a lot of people would relate to this history. It's not politics, it's a history in the making. So I got a lot of recognition from this song, and I even won an award with it. So it has changed my life up to now, that I cannot go to a concert here locally and not perform that song. Then the people will always
From the streets of Lagos to the stages of Europe, Ras's music transcended borders. His performance in 1999 in Germany, among others, not only celebrated African culture, but also highlighted the ongoing struggle for freedom back home.
I will talk more about music. Art is something I know, but we have not really been using it in this sense, but it's art. You see, when you say, Mambulu kwenu chuneni, kwenu kumaja chuneni, or I say, Buffalo soldier, in the heart of America, if you know your history, you wouldn't ask me where I'm coming from. So music has always been a motivation, even for soldiers, for guerrillas going to battle. They will have to chant some kind of music, some kind of songs, for the inspiration. Because we sang songs that would drive us into battle, and the aim was to win, no matter how weak or how small we were. So music and songs played a very great role in the liberation of the Namibian people as a whole. We had guys like Jackson Kawiwa. I mean, we were young, but if Jackson Kawiwa pick up a song and say, Southern Africa won't be the same again. Southern, you see, it's inspiration. You got moral. You're ready to die for something that you know it's yours.
As Namibia embraced independence, Ras Sheehama returned, his music a testament to the sacrifices made for freedom. Today, his legacy continues not only through his songs, but in his hope for the future for Namibian music and its role in shaping the political landscape.
You got to help me sing me. Who will imagine all the parents she went through just for you? Whatever she had to do, I know she loves you. A mama born, she had a win, enough respect in every aspect. She man the guy, oh yeah,
Ras Sheehama's journey from the fields of northern Namibia to the global stage is a poignant reminder of music's power to inspire change. Through his melodies, the spirit of Namibia lives on, a chorus of freedom that continues to echo across the nation and beyond.
That blood watered our freedom.
Tuthimbulukweni Cassinga, tuthimbulukweni Soweto, Vietnam, tuthimbulukweni Cassinga, we yamwameme ya silamo, umwene tamba mbokai, yasilo shili, umwene tamba mbokai, yasilo shili, my lord.